Welcome back to Fox 4 News at noon. Live pictures once again from Sky 4 at the scene of a shooting earlier this morning. It happened in the parking lot of a Sam's Club near the intersection, or where I-35 crosses 635. What we know at this point, there was an off-duty Dallas ISD police officer who was shot in the parking lot. Again, that Dallas ISD officer was off-duty at the time. Now, we don't know what kind of job he might have been working as he was off-duty. We are told that that officer is in critical condition at Parkland Hospital. The shooter is believed to be in custody. One thing we don't know, trying to find out the circumstances that led up to this shooting. Fox 4's David Sentendery is now on the ground at the scene of this gunfire, and he can bring us up to date with what he's been able to find out. David.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, for starters, obviously everyone can see the visuals. There are all sorts of law enforcement vehicles out here. We see Dallas ISD Police. We see Dallas Police Department out here. We're hoping to get some official news from officials here in the next little bit. I could see a spokesperson from Dallas Police Department actually right now sort of getting us ready. It appears we might be getting an update here in just a bit. A bit of conflicting reports that we're hearing. I know our newsroom was told initially that this was an off-duty Dallas ISD police officer. Someone with Dallas ISD Police told me just a bit ago that it's actually someone who was on duty, who was on the clock when this happened. Don't know anything more than that related to the work schedule, the work status. We do know there are multiple schools within less than a mile of where this shooting took place, so we're hoping to get some clarification as to what the officer was doing out here at the time of that shooting. But that same person with Dallas ISD Police Department tells me that the officer was flagged down by someone who appeared to be suffering some sort of mental health episode, someone who was, quote, not stable. And then at that point, the officer, I'm told, was shot in the upper leg. That officer transported to Parkland Hospital. In the operating room right now, that same contact tells me that the officer is stable, but we're just working to learn more information again about this officer, about what led up to it, what the officer was doing out here. Again, some conflicting information if he was on or off duty. We do know there are some schools in this area within walking distance to this parking lot, but we're hoping to get an update from Dallas Police Department just here in a little bit, Dan.
And David, we were hearing from Stephen Dial a little bit earlier in the newscast. Now, he is reporting that the suspected shooter is in custody. Have you been able to learn anything beyond that?
Haven't been able to learn anything more than what Stephen Dial has already talked about, but I can see Dallas Police Department over here who's hopefully soon going to be giving an update to us. But I can tell, by the looks of this crime scene, which, we cover many, there is a sense of calmness out here. It doesn't look like any of the officers are running around, frantically trying to get information. So they're talking amongst themselves. It doesn't appear to be like there's an imminent threat over here where there's, let's just say, a suspect on the run in the area who they're trying to locate.
Yeah, that often does provide some clues, a good indicator of the status of things when you can see officers at the scene. And if they are kind of in a calm frame of mind, as you mentioned, that very often indicates that the threat or the person that they are looking for, the shooter, is in custody. But again, as David was talking about and as we heard earlier from Stephen Dial, we are waiting and hoping we will get a statement soon from Dallas ISD Police, or as I'm sure you can see there, David, there are multiple agencies, of course, who are working this and, taking part in the investigation.
Yeah, and so maybe for a bit of context, typically if even if this did involve a Dallas ISD Police Department officer, since we are not on Dallas ISD grounds right here where it happened, this would go into the jurisdiction of Dallas Police Department. So it certainly seems like they would be the lead on this shooting investigation. But again, involving an ISD police officer, you can understand why they're out here and why they're taking information and doing whatever they can out here. Keep in mind, this is a very popular area. I mean, you see the Sam's Club behind me, but also right on my other side is a Walmart. So we're talking about thousands of shoppers who are out here right now, just on a normal Thursday afternoon, doing whatever they came here to do, get whatever groceries or supplies they needed to get. So packed parking lots with a whole lot of officers right now, just trying to, secure the scene, collect any evidence they need.
All right. Thanks very much, David Sentendery, on the ground at that scene, trying to gather up as many facts as he can at this point. Appreciate it. And Fox 4 News at noon will be back after this.